this is what I like about this. See how it hooks? And I don't know if y'all can see, man. It's hard to tell with the camera. Let me see. Maybe if I get right here, lower this a little bit. Maybe you can see this. Okay, see that? Now what I like about this, see how it tightens up. Okay, so if by some chance they jump on here and break it, if they break it, it's so much easier to just pull and change that out. But if I have the kind that you got to screw in to a piece of pipe and they break that, then you got more major work. So this is what's sold me on buying these. Okay, so maybe, you know, and so far with the quail I haven't had problems. I mean, you have some trouble with the quail because they always standing on it. Standing on it's okay. If they get under it, which I put them low enough so they don't get under it. If they get under it, and even the chickens, if they get under it and push up on it, the water will just run out, keep running. And so that's the only down part to it, that they could get underneath it and cause it to keep running. I'm gonna knock these over so I don't stick myself. Alright, so now when you do these, I wish I could bring you in closer. Let's see. Let's see if I can. So when you're doing these, let's see now, I don't know where I'm at. Here we go. Alright. So in order to get this to screw on there, because you see in the inside of here, see that little, okay, see, you saw that in the inside? So that won't go on. So you got to back this up a little bit and kind of twist it to open it up so that you open it. Now see, it went on. Now once it goes on, I better screw it on. Now what I'm going to do, I'm setting up these two, and I'm going to figure out the size of my tubing. I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to make it all. And okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One. I can leave that first one on. I can actually probably do this one too. Okay, see, get to bring it in. One. That'll be all the cups. It's like maybe like almost like a bunch of urinals. Oh, okay. So I got to cap this side off. My Teflon tape. Put this cap on it. Well, guys, one thing about these cups, they are gravity fed only. They're not recommended to be putting any kind of pressure other than gravity fed. Okay, all right, guys. I put it in. They all acting like they're scared of it or something. I don't know if y'all could see it. Let me go in there. Okay, so there it is there. I got 6 cups set up. And I think it's going to work just fine. It's going to be great. I might even put some concrete blocks down on the bottom because that's going to always get wet, and it'll keep from the stuff from getting wet. Listen to the noise she's making. Hey! What you going to do? What you going to do? You going to snap at me if I come in here? Oh, come on. All right, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. You can stay. Stay. It's okay. All right. All right, ladies. Let's see. I got 2 more eggs here. So they still got food in here. This is good. This is going to keep food in here for them all the time. They don't go crazy over it because I feed them that right there, the fermented food. And what I'm going to do is I've been giving them 7 cups, so they've got 14 hens, so I give them 7 cups, which is a half a cup each. So now that I have the other food in here, I'm going to start trying to back down on that a little bit. I'm just trying some things, not that I'm trying to, you know, cut back on costs, because I'm all right with feeding them what they need, because I get the eggs, and you know, we want good healthy eggs, and I want them to keep laying eggs. And I found that when their food supply is good, their supplements good, they lay a lot, they lay good, strong, hard shelled eggs, and I'm okay with it. But I'm just trying to figure out some ways. If I go out of town for a week and all they used to eating is the fermented food, and I go away for a week and all of a sudden I just throw a week worth of dry food in there, yeah, they're going to eventually eat it. They'll get hungry enough. I'm sure they would eventually eat it. But this is kind of preparing them. We're all going to be going out of town. We got a conference coming up in North Carolina in June. So I'm just, you know, kind of getting them ready, preparing them now, getting them ready now. You know, I'm always doing things at the last minute, so this gives me time to work on it. And the reason why too, because I'll show you something. I'm just closing my gate. Not expecting no customers coming right now unless somebody just drops by. But on my ads, I tell them to let me know when they're on their way. But I want to show you something, and I'm going to add to it. Watch, I'm going to show you. Now, what I used to have in here for years, now I built this years ago, probably 20 years ago. And I've had to repair it since then. But this garbage can right here, see, with the little bottoms now, the metal on the outside is just repair jobs. Over the years, just started leaking more and more and more. And the way I had this was I had this right where I had my wall, which was in this area, and I had one that was going in one area and the other ones were coming out in the other area. But what I'm going to do, since I'm all in the same area, 1, 2, 3, I can add 3 more. I'm going to add 3 more onto this, and I'm going to have this ready, and I can fill this up with feed, and they'll have food for a month. And with that, I can put about over 2 bags in there. About 2.5 bags I can put in there. And so I can put the 2.5 bags there. I can fill up that other little thing that I got swinging on the rope that holds 30 pounds. And between them 2 things, I can have 3 bags of feed in here for them. I can have 55 gallons of water, and I can actually be gone for a month. And then when it comes to the quail, these 2 have 5 gallons. Those 2 have 5 gallons. And 5 gallons feeds, well, just this one. This one don't have, the top brooder box don't have water hooked to it because I put in a little small waterer for the baby chicks. Anything bigger than that, they could drown. So the water supply is good, and then all I got to do for food, now this is about a week's supply of food. If I fill that up, it lasts about 5 days, 5 to 6 days. I can get some more PVC pipe, which I have a piece of pipe sitting right there, see it? And I can cut, and I can add on to the tops of these. I can go as high as I want, and that'd give me another week of food. So I could probably, with the quail, give them 2 weeks of food, and easy. So now the bottom one here I don't have set up yet. I got see, this one I'm still using this tray in there, but I need to set up and I got to set it up on the side here like I did this one. See how that is? And it goes in right there, and I got one over here. Let's see if I go around. See, got one there. Goes around. The little feeder on the inside there. So I got to make one of those on this end one. And the thing that's been keeping me from doing it at the moment is if I put one out here, it's out past the overhang, and so I didn't really figure for that. So what I need to really do is I'm gonna have to move this tree, of course, but I'm gonna up here I'm gonna slide in a panel and let the panel come on out. It's got to come out and got to cover this, because if not, if rain hits the pipe, and I had this happen before from hard rains blowing in, that's why I put a tarp around here when we have stormy weather. Rain will get in here, gets on the pipe, and it'll run down the sides of the pipe, and then it'll go down into their feed, and it clogs it all up, and all the good food that's in here is stuck in there because it's all dried up in the bottom down there, and the food can't come out. And so so I got to have it protected from the rain. So I have a piece of metal, have a piece of tin. I can pull the screws up right there, and right on the end, and I can slide me another panel in and let it stick out a foot or so. You know what I mean? And if I got to put any kind of support, well, I'll do what I have to do, but it might not need it just coming out a foot, you know? Just something to cover it. Yeah, so that's the plan there. And that's something I'm going to have to work on before June comes. And, you know, so that's a project. And that don't take that long because I've done it, so I know the process, I know what to do. And if I forget, all I got to do is go look at my videos, because I videoed it. Anyway, all right. So I'm really happy about the cups. I hope they're going to work out for them. I hope they don't get rough with them. If they get underneath them, they can hold them up and keep draining water. But I can always put things underneath it to keep them from getting underneath it. I've done that with the quail before. I've added a piece of wood underneath them, under the cages, where they couldn't get underneath the cups, and so in the other ones I lowered the cups far enough down they can't get underneath them. When I first did it, I had them up high enough where they could actually get underneath the cups. All right, so I think they drinking out of it. Yeah, they drinking out of it. So I want to get me some pavers that I'm gonna put down right there. I might even build it up double high to keep them from getting underneath it, and they won't be able to. They won't want to get under there and dig because they won't have no bedding there. That's going to be concrete. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do there. Just to, I know I'm gonna have to. I know they're eventually going to try to get underneath it, to scratch the bedding underneath it. I don't know if y'all can see it. I know it's hard to see. They might let me come in with it now, since they not afraid of it now. It was afraid of it at first. I just kind of like didn't give no attention to it, and now y'all can see. So they're kind of pecking at it a little bit. It's new to them, so they're going to peck at the cups. See the one on the end there, she's drinking. She's realizing it's our water supply. So that's going to stop all of that. See all that? I'm going to have to get in here. I'm going to scoop all that out. Probably tomorrow I'll do it. Put some new bedding down. I'm going to go pick up some pavers. Some 1 foot by 1 foot pavers. Put that down. And could have some laying around here, but I know I don't have enough. All right, so I got that accomplished.